Hello everyone, welcome to Pharmizer. I post videos on pharmacy related subjects explained in a very simple and easy way, and this is the reposted videos. That is it is in the English version, which is for the topics which are already posted in my Pharmizer channel. As I have got few comments related to my videos that to post those videos in English explanation. So here is the re discussions of the topics which are already been posted in both Hindi English explanation, and this video I will explain all the things in purely English explanation way. For Hindi version, I will put the link in the description box from where you can also see the Hindi explanation video. So if you like my video, don't forget to like the video, share and subscribe to my channel. So today we'll discuss about drug information storage and retrieval, which is a topic in unit 3 of computer application in pharmacy. So it is the part 1 where we'll discuss the introduction to the databases and this information storage and retrieval system. So first of all, about information storage system, then we will see the retrieval system. It is actually a combination system only, that is the storage and retrieval is nothing different, because storage means to keep something anywhere, and retrieval means to get that from the storage room. So obviously, if we are storing the information, the purpose of storing the information is to get it when we need. So obviously, storage and retrieval system is a combination system, but to understand, we first need to know what is the storage system, and then we will know the retrieval system part. So to know the storage system, the first thing which you should know is database. What is database? Basically, like when we need to when we get some knowledge, we write into a diary, or the authors, they publish books, they write and publish the books, which generally the old system was just to go to any shop and buy the author's book. Either you can go to some libraries and issue the books, and you can read those books to get your required information and increase your knowledge, enhance your knowledge. Now, as the computer system has developed a lot, now this information is also available in a soft copy manner, in which you can see the soft copy data of various informations, either the e-book or the written datas in some websites, or in stored in any series or anything. So the main thing is the information which is either written by someone, then read by someone. So the informations which is in a soft copy manner or electronic manner is known as database. So database is the collection of information that is organized in such a way that can be easily accessed, managed and updated, and also it should be electronic. So database, like we keep files, or we have libraries where there is medical row where we get the medical books, then there is geological row or geological corner where we get the geological books, or botany or zoology and various others corners are there, racks are there where we get the related informations. Or in home you keep various files, your document files, your certificate files, or your fees books, etc. So anyways, those are different files where you keep different types of informations. So that is a file, and database is the electronic file where you keep the electronic informations or the soft copy based informations. So I hope that database is clear to you all. Now next, information storage device. Obviously, if these databases are electronic, so there should be some electronic devices to store it. So like you store the files in a storeroom. The library's books are also stored into their racks or in their storage rooms. Likewise, the databases are also kept in some storage room, that is electronic storage room, which is known as information storage system. Or there are various devices which store such information, such files, e-files, that is databases. So these can be kept either saved in your computer, your laptop, your PC, or that is in the PC, you have the hard disk, into that the information will be stored, or you can keep the informations, you can save the informations in some CD or DVD, or in some pen drives, USB flash drive. And with the enhancement of the with the advancement of this computer and internet system, you can directly upload your documents to the internet, either in your mail or in some websites. You can upload your documents, like in mail you can just upload your documents, it will be saved for lifetime. Then various websites are there where you can upload your documents. It is the written documents, not about the videos. Okay, the text documents we are talking about. So you can't give example of YouTube's actually, because YouTube is a source of video documents. So the written documents, that is, there should be text documents, actually text or images documents. So like Wikipedia, etc., and various there are sources where general publics can also upload their knowledge or their informations. So now some simple storage devices. If we talk about simple storage devices, they are hard disk, floppy disk, CD and DVDs, USB flash drive. These are the various categories of storage devices. If we talk about the storage system, it does not include just these storage devices. It also includes the internet system also. Anyways, next, moving to the information retrieval system. Retrieve means to get. When we require something and we get that, that is retrieving something. So anyways, what is information retrieval system? It is a system where the stored information, the information which are stored, can be processed, searched, retrieved and unfolded to various user populations. So as I told, the storage and retrieval system combinedly forms a database system which can be used by various categories of users. So like Google, if we want to know about some topics, like we want to know about bacteria, we can simply search in Google and there will be various websites, various articles which are related to bacteria, and then according to my preference or my requirement, I can open any of the website and I can read thoroughly about bacteria. So this is a simple example of information retrieval system. Or simply we can buy any CD, DVD, where we can play that in our PC and just read those informations which are written in that CD or DVDs or etc. Or we can borrow pen drive from any friend, like any friend have written any documents or have any files saved in the pen drive, I get that, and then I put that pen drive in my PC or in my laptop, and then I just go through that. That is some books, files, books, yeah, that is soft copy of the books which is saved in a pen drive. So anyways, like that, this is a retrieval system. If we are processing, like retrieval system means not just to read, also to process, means there are few peoples who can assess the documents, who can modify the documents, can process it, means can make change into that. Like if you borrow a pen drive from a friend, you put it into your laptop. If you need to change anything, like you want to add some more informations in that particular article or particular document, you can process it, you can modify it. But if you open Wikipedia, you can't make any change because you don't have access to that particular website. You can just retrieve and see it, you can just read it, you can't make any changes, you can't modify it. So there are few peoples who have the access to Wikipedia, who can change the informations in Wikipedia, who can update. The persons who are having the permission to access, they can change or update the informations in Wikipedia. So the main thing which I want to explain is retrieval system is such system in which various people can involve. Some people for processing, few peoples for searching and reading it for their need of information, and much more. So next, the information retrieval system, or you can say the whole information storage and retrieval system, has four components, that is database, search engine, language, as well as interface. So let us know in details about these four components. So first of all, about database, as I told in the beginning only, that database is the collection of datas, that is electronical media or soft copy of datas which is generally stored and accessed electronically from a computer system. So you will require a computer system. If you are using a mobile also, it is a part of computer system only. So for accessing this types of datas, that is databases, you need a computer system. Also you can need internet. So there is not necessary that all the databases can be searched or accessed or read by the use of internet only. There are many such softwares which is in CDs or pen drives. They don't require internet, but mostly internet is the mass, is the huge uh, you can say a huge platform where you can get each and every categories of data. So anyways, database, about database you are knowing. So not wasting time on database, let's move to the search engine. So it is also an important component of drug information and retrieval system. Why? Because without search engine you can't search the databases. For example, if you want to know about bacteria, where you will go? Google, Yahoo, or various searching engine devices. Okay, so if there is no such search engine, how can you get that databases? From where will you get those informations? So the information which are organized systematically can be searched or retrieved only when a proper search engine or mechanism is provided. So the search engine can be categorized into basic engine and advanced engine. So that is the part. So first of all, you should know about search engine. Like you search for bacteria in Google, you get various websites now, like in Wikipedia or various other medical or geological websites where you can go through for details on bacteria. So if you don't have any search engine in your mobile or in your PC, like no Chrome, no Firefox, or no any such internet exploring sites or internet exploring software system in your laptop or in your mobile, is this of any work for uh, getting any database? No, because you don't find any app where you can search your database. So first of all, there should be a proper search engine where you can go and write about your data which you want. You can write the keywords related to those data, and then you will get the result according to your requirement. Now these search engines are divided into two parts, that is one basic engine as well as advanced engine. So why basic and why advanced? So let us know. Basically they depends on the procedure, that is the retrieval technique, what will be available to the user, and how this information stored can be retrieved. Means the databases are obviously stored in the retrieval system. So it is up to you how you can get. You can go for basic search method also, or you can go for advanced search method also. So it depends on, means depending on how you can get the data and what kind of data you can get. Upon that, this search technique is of two kind, that is basic as well as advanced. So talking about the basic, this is the simple and common way which every public generally give preference. That is simply when you go open the Google and you go and write about your information topics, like you want to know about paracetamol compositions or paracetamol formulations. You simply write about paracetamol composition. You just write in the Google, you type paracetamol composition, and from there you get a long list of the paracetamol compositions, various brands, either it is suspension or tablet or your injection form or various other types of dosage forms related to paracetamol, various brands, etc. So this is the basic system where you use some keywords, that is about what you want to know. You put the keywords, and when you have you noticed, when you write that bacteria or you write this paracetamol, all the articles which contain the word paracetamol will be opened. You will get various search results, millions of results actually, which contain that keyword, that is paracetamol, which you have written in your searching icon, which you have written into the space where you write that searching words in the Google. So that is the basic method. One advanced method is there by which you can retrieve your data in a specific manner. That is the advanced manner. It is the using of some fixed words like and, not, and or. Like you want to know about either paracetamol tablet or paracetamol suspension. Just these two topics you want to know. Either tablet or capsule, nothing else. So if you write that paracetamol in the searching engine, you just go and write paracetamol suspension, or sorry, paracetamol tablet or paracetamol capsule. So you are going through simultaneous search of two topics, that is both paracetamol tablet as well as paracetamol capsule. So all those articles or all those websites which include these two terms, that is paracetamol suspension or paracetamol tablet or paracetamol capsule, will be opened in front of you. You will get the result that contains either tablet or your capsule, nothing other than that. Now if you are telling, and like you want to know some websites or some compositions like which contain both paracetamol, which some brands, about some brands which produce, which manufacture actually both paracetamol tablet as well as paracetamol capsule. That is paracetamol tablet, you have to write paracetamol tablet and capsule. So there you will get all those results which include both that terms, that is both tablet and capsule, and nothing else. You will not get any result which has either of the one word, that is either tablet or capsule will not be seen to you. That result you will not get. You will get that result which contains both the terms in the same page, in the same website page. If you get the both terms, that is both paracetamol tablet as well as capsule, that result you will get. So this is making narrowing, this is a process of narrowing your result, that is specifying your result. And or is the making of expansion of your result, that is or can expand your result, because if the search engine can't find paracetamol tablet, it will show you paracetamol capsule. But if you are using and, the search engine have to find those pages, those articles, those websites which contain both of that term. Then likewise, if you are using not, you are just simply removing all those secondary search results. Like you want to know just about paracetamol tablet, not paracetamol syrup or injection or capsule or anything else. You just want to know about paracetamol capsule, sorry, paracetamol tablet. And for that, if you write paracetamol tablet, not syrup, capsule, injection or anything else like that, if you are writing like that, that is you are using the word not, then the search engine will show you only those articles which just include the word paracetamol tablet. Nothing else will be seen to you. So this is an advanced method by which you can get your result in a very specific manner what you require, just that only. But the basic system is just common to everyone. We don't use this not and or anything like that. So we get all related articles or all related pages are open to us. So this is about search engine. Now talking about the language, which is again one important component of drug information or simply information retrieval storage system. So the information, those informations which are written, which are the electronically written datas, the informations, they realize they are based on the languages which is being processed, transferred or communicated. There is certain language in which the informations are being processed or uploaded into the websites. Then the particular website or your storage system or your retrieval system just process it or change it into either electronic to some coded language or to simple user friendly language, and then through that particular types of language we communicate. So this language can be of two type, that is natural simple languages, otherwise the control language. So the natural language is the simple one which can be understood by everyone. It is a user friendly types which simply adds the tags or keywords. Like if you want to know about various system, that is like you want to know about microorganisms, you are searching for microorganism, you get various articles which include about microorganisms. It is written in English or in Hindi, anything. You just simply read and you understand, you get the knowledge or experience or your information you get. That is the normal or natural language. Now there is one another type of language, that is control language. You can also say that it is a coded language. For example, like there are some vocabulary languages which are mainly created or maintained by some particular organization. The purpose is to maintain its privacy and secrecy. Like some organization are writing some information, obviously that particular organization, maybe they are not accessed to everyone, that is not a public platform. that is just for those people who are the member of that organization. They can only open and get access to their websites and get informations which is written in their websites. But again, in another point of view, for maintaining more privacy and secrecy, and for any accidentally or by any hacking process, if any person, or by any coincidence, if any other person other than the organization members, if they get access or the login id passwords to that particular website, and if he or she gets the information and can use it in any illegal way to prevent that type of incidents, one organization can do this method also, that they can just simply use coded languages, controlled coded languages. So what will happen, that any people, if also they get access to their websites, they cannot understand those coded language, because those coded language will only be understood by the members of their organizations. So this is about the language. And then next is, and the last component, important point is the interface. Interface means like when you open Google, you see a interface is the front look, that is the front page of any website. When you open, you see various icons, various menu bars, from where you can search your particular topic, where there you can see there is a searching icon separately. There is various common topics written separately. Then there can be various notification icon, where if you press, you will get only the notifications. If you want to search from your specific point, you can also press the search icon, and you can search whatever you want. Or general topics are there, for which you simply have to press to the that particular topic which you want to read, and you can just get the details of that topic. So there are various interface design of a particular website. Means each and every website have their own interface, that is the designing of their software, basically the designing of their software. So the designing of the software, and which is known as interface, is very important, as it decides the successfulness of the quality of that website, or quality of that information retrieval system. The better way the software is been designed according to the point of view of user friendly way, that is, the more user friendly the website is, the more popular it becomes, because it shows its better quality, and people like to use the simple way, not the complicated complex way. If you can't find where to search the notifications, or where to get the contact numbers or any details, then it will be a complicated design or a complicated interface, and people will start avoiding, that will lose its popularity, as well as thus the quality of such information retrieval system will decrease. It is not for just website. If any software, you just install a cd into your laptop, you see various types of the complicated questionings are coming, complicated notifications are coming, complicated permission notifications are coming. You are not understanding where to from where to grant those permissions, or how to install, then obviously it is the failure of such type of information retrieval system. So interface at the end is also important part for a successful information retrieval system. Now talking about, as it is about medicine, so now talking about various medical and drug databases. So there are lots, millions of databases actually. I'm just giving example of few, that is 5 databases, drug databases. Rest like that similar databases you can find in any information retrieval system like Google. So first of all is SS Pharmacy, which includes the full text pharmacy textbooks. then drug monographs, references for herbs and supplements, and interactive study tools. So these are for pharmacy based textbook database system, that is a textbook retrieval system. Or you can also get some references related to some herbal medicines or the supplement medicines and much more. Next is Dynamed. Dynamed is a clinical reference tool created by physicians for physicians and other healthcare professionals for use primarily at the point of care with clinically organized summaries. Like some expert physicians has designed this particular database or this particular retrieval system where uh, all over the world various medical professional, medical practitioner, physicians can get access to this Dynamed, this website, and can get various clinical can get knowledge about various clinical disease conditions or various how to take care of particular disease, or how to get how or to know about various advanced treatment system. Okay, so so to know, like some doctor know about some types of surgical method, but there are various advanced surgical methods which are being performed in other countries like America, US, etc. So they can just go to Dynamed and they can search for those clinical results or various advanced type of therapeutic or treatment systems. Next is about Essential Evidence Plus. It is an evidence based point of care clinical research database with access to information on pharmaceutical topics, guidelines, abstracts, and summaries. So, this is for all again for pharmacy based your retrieval system where you can get the clinical researches data. Like all over the world, there are various researches ongoing, clinical based researches based on various types of therapeutic evidence on treatment, on curing, or patients and disease related conditions. Various researches are ongoing all over the world, and you want to know about you just want to know about particular types of evidence which proves that this type of clinical research have shown successful treatment way and all that things, or these types of disease are outcoming, etc. So you can go and search in Essential Evidence Plus. Now talking about facts and comparisons. So facts and comparisons are drug informations, contains drug information, comparative data tables, drug identifying tools, and drug interaction tools, includes Trisol IV compatibility. So they include the drug informations, various data tables, various new modified drugs which are coming to the market, etc. Or for medicine for particular disease, etc. You can get in facts and comparisons. So now next is Lexicom. Lexicom is a drug identification, patient education, drug calculator, toxicology, and IV compatibility. Is similar to facts and comparison, only here also you can get the informations for drug. You can it can be used for patients education, that patient counseling also, for calculating drug dose, etc., for calculating the toxicological effect of any medicines, or IV compatibility of particular medicine, that it is compatible through intravenous route or not, that can be understood by this website. So these are the interfaces of those websites which I have discussed just now. That is SS Pharmacy, you can see. Next is Dynamed. Then it is for Essential Evidence Plus. Next about facts and comparisons. And the last one, that is Lexicom. You can just go and search in the Google. You can get to know better about these websites and more such types of databases. And then with this, today's video is completing. Next will be on types of information retrieval system. For more videos, and go and check my channel. Hope that you have found my video useful. If yes, then press the bell icon to get notification. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.